It's the net.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
I tell you. Schedule for that week. Secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Now at the playbook somewhat, is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
It's a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Sidney Brown in on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very solid last week.
If they had hoped for it, that's going to bring up third down.
On third down, Leach. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets a 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
To throw on second down, Leach. And he's got it. Touchdown, Browns. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So here are the Texans now with a long field ahead. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And I like his honesty because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say that was on me last week. A really poor performance. Way too many interceptions. Didn't find the end zone throwing the ball. Put his defense and his special team.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed. and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Looking to throw. Leach throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this pass broken up. And the contact long time there, and now fourth down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Running right, this is Hillman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
You look at this Browns defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for the first with Hillman. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They give it this time to Hillman up the gut. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Hillman again. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They're running. Hillman. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Hillman. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Texans come in search of win number 9 on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Okay, good call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This is Hillman on 1st and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Hillman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Back to throw. Staley. Hard throw, incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this long drive is going to go. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
The This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to have a Browns first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashee Rice, 53 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them. Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Off the play fake, Staley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off play action, Staley. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Off the play fake, Staley. And he rifles one incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Off play action, Staley. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. A handoff, Ronnie Hillman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
On second down, Hillman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Looking to throw. Staley. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Texans. From 8 yards out. And the Texans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On second down, they'll run it here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Another carry here for tonight's workhorse. It's Hillman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Off the play fake, Staley. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 28 yards. They go play action here on first down. Throw downfield going to be taken in by Jackson. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, it's easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Again, it'll be Hillman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time. In the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And Jake Moody now on for the field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will... now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Leach. That'll be caught by Rice. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Leach got his man complete over the middle. It's Cummings. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Back to throw. Leach. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in the stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here tonight, but his 2nd drop indeed not a good look. Gets through and now an opening. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Off play action. Leach looking middle, and that's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just needed the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From a yard out. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Check white, check pink, switch, yellow, line.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Texans back out there and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're